Hello everyone and welcome back to another Movie Nights movie review. Today we are going to be diving full spoilers into Transformers Rise of the Beasts. I'm here of course as always with Nicholas. How are you, sir?
Good, how about yourself?
Doing great. Pleasantly surprised by the movie.
Yes.
Last warning, full spoilers, because I'm diving into a big one right off the top. Last warning, I don't care, I'm jumping to the end. Holy shit, the G.I. Joe reveal was so awesome.
That was incredible.
It was so awesome. I loved it.
Now, growing up, were you into like Transformers, G.I. Joe?
I was more into G.I. Joe.
Okay.
But I was a little bit with Transformers. And, dude, like, I can't tell you the happiness that went through my body. Like, the whole reveal, the business card, and that Anthony Ramos is going to join G.I. Like, that's so fucking cool. Like, I literally in the theater out loud said, no fucking way. Like, I was like, this
You
is...
and one other guy got very excited.
Yeah. I was like, this is so cool. We did have a pretty lame audience with us.
Yeah, and you know, like Transformers was never really my thing growing up, or G.I. Joe, but that was even something that I was like, are they allowed to do that? Like, has that been done before?
Yeah.
And what was funny is the way the whole scene was playing out. I was like, oh, yeah, there's gonna be some shadow organization. Like, why not? But like, I don't have a in-depth knowledge of the Transformers lore, so I was like, I have no idea what this could possibly be. So I'm like, whatever, we'll see what happens. And it flips it over, and it's just a G.I. Joe. And I was like, oh, I know this one.
Yeah, no, it was such a cool reveal.
Yeah.
Such an awesome thing to do at the end of the movie. But speaking of the rest of the movie, I'll do negatives first on this one.
Okay.
Because I only have a few. One is the script in two different ways. One, the Transformers dialogue, they still don't know how to nail it. And that's why Bumblebee's been the best movie so far, because he doesn't speak.
Well, specifically Optimus Prime, too. He just falls under that sort of hero, Superman, Captain America.
Say hero speak.
Exactly.
And, the other thing was the fucking series of events pissed me the fuck off with the MacGuffin. Like, okay, there's this item, this key that we need. Oh, we split it in two. It's not the full key. Okay, let's go find the second half. We go to the second half. It's not there. And then they go to Optimus Primal. It's like, well, it was there, but we moved it over here to keep it safe. And then they go to that. And it's just like, there was a much more interesting way to do this. I'm sure of it.
What's a Transformers movie without a MacGuffin, though?
I mean, it's not even that. You know, it's just like...
Looking at them overall, though, and Bumblebee being the only one without it,
the
answer's good.
No, this was a very fun... exciting movie. Pete Davidson, and like we said in the other review, his fucking chemistry with Anthony Ramos was so
Pete
good.
Davidson's voice performance as Mirage was good.
So good.
And he's just doing Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
But it worked.
Yeah. And the Iron Man suit they gave Anthony Ramos at the end.
I wasn't a fan of that.
I wasn't at first. It grew on me throughout the time he had it.
I think what it was more for me was they really tried to ramp up a comparison between him and Optimus Prime that I just didn't
necessarily work.
That I didn't buy into. So him getting the suit, I then didn't buy into. And does he still have the suit and then he made a new Mirage? Or did they take the suit and build new Mirage?
That's a question for the next team of screenwriters there, bud.
Because then my question is the Transformers logo what gives them sentience?
It must be. Because, I mean, well, no, because Bumblebee was able to get revived without it. Although, okay, how cool was that? I don't know if it was Scourge or one of the henchmen who collected the fucking Transformers logos.
It was Scourge, yeah.
That was fucking cool.
And I like the whole, like, Optimus Prime, like, I have a friend who needs this.
Yeah. Dude, okay, Optimus Prime said some badass shit towards the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Like, when my dialogue comment, notwithstanding these few lines, like when he just says, like, I'm getting tired of this, and just is like, you're going to feel the power of Prime. I was like...
You're going to feel the power of Prime was great.
I was like, fucking A, dude.
I also really liked what they did with Bumblebee in this movie, in that I love that they realized that Bumblebee is typically everyone's favorite character so much that they gave him a music cue for an entrance, for a return.
Yeah.
Like, it just made...
Yeah.
And I liked the whole movie dialogue thing at the beginning. Because he's always spoken in music. Yeah. So I liked that he was pulling quotes, and then it was like, Optimus had the joke of like, I don't want you going to the drive-in anymore.
Yeah, that was great.
And then I was thinking about, I'm like, yeah, but how does that work? And it's because it's the drive-in's radio.
Yeah,
So he's
yeah.
just still. I liked that.
Yeah. No, that was a good touch. I didn't like what they did with. I love the return, Bumblebee's return.
Yeah.
I didn't like the story plot of having him die in the movie, and it's because
You know he's coming.
immediately.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you know, had they saved it for the end of the movie, I could believe it. But just like right away, when this is a sequel to his spin-off movie, I'm like, there's no way.
Well, you know what got me in that scene though, and I feel like I don't know if they were kind of toying with the tropes of a Transformers movie, and the way that scene played out, I was like, and here's where Optimus Prime dies before getting revived for the final battle, and then they did Bumblebee. I said, oh,
yeah,
that's new.
Yeah, yeah.
So it is confirmed to be a Bumblebee sequel.
Yeah, but now they're fucking backpedaling and saying like, "Oh, we were careful not to contradict with the Bay films." It's like, no, you fucking weren't.
You wholly did.
I can think of several things that don't line up with those movies,
such as the day the Transformers arrived on Earth.
Yeah, and it's just like, I like it in my head canon. Although I think this is what they're actually doing. That one producer is just trying to play nice.
Yeah,
I like the Bumblebee in this movie are in a separate world than the Michael Bay films.
Oh, yes, yeah.
I like that idea.
And building in, because then it's like, where's G.I. Joe?
Yeah. Where were the G.I. Joe during
Transformers?
the Transformers? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, dude,
The
man.
Maximals were cool.
Yeah. Yeah. The Planet Eater. What's his fucking name?
Omicron?
Yes.
No, that's a COVID variant.
Yeah, yeah. It's very late.
Hold
Unicron?
on. Unicron. It's definitely Unicron.
Yeah. Unicron, who was originally in the animated movie voiced by Orson Welles, I think.
Yes. That I do know.
Cool visually. Like, the VFX in this movie are really good, and that first planet that he fucks up, that looked pretty awesome. Like, I was like, okay, that looks cool. But, you know, I had fun with the movie. You know, it's not an Oscar winner. It's not a particularly great film. The script issues really were annoying to me. But it's way better than the other Transformers films. Maybe not other than Bumblebee. Maybe I like the first Transformers movie more because that just was a fun movie.
I mean, I think it might be a step down from Bumblebee.
It is a step down from Bumblebee.
I did like the personal story in Bumblebee.
I agree wholeheartedly.
And this one kind of scaled it up to be a Transformers blockbuster, which there's nothing wrong with that, and I think that they did it well, or as best as it could have been. Also,
I fucking saw what you guys did, because Bumblebee was very E.T. inspired, and in this movie, one of them goes, "You wouldn't do this to E.T." And I was like, you fuckers.
But I think overall, it's a easy breezy, fun summer blockbuster.
Yeah, I agree.
Perfectly serviceable, and it's gonna make money.
Yes, I agree wholeheartedly. And how much money is yet to be seen, because we have a busy summer ahead of us.
Oh, yeah.
But either way, it'll be fun. That's the movie review for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.